Hello and welcome to Slightly Nostalgic. My name is Griff and we have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1, Episode 4, The Warriors of Kyoshi. This is the one where they happen upon this island full of these women warriors. They fight with fans and it turns out they're actually a society that's kind of set up to honor a past avatar named Kyoshi. It's never really clear like what tribe or nation they belong to. I don't know. They wear blue, so I'm not sure. Like maybe Kyoshi was a water tribe person who kind of split off from the group and started her own island, or maybe this is an independent faction, but then how do they have their own avatar? Because I thought it rotated between the four nations. I don't know. Are there other independent nations? I don't know. They don't really go into detail about what's going on there. But anyway, at this point in the series, Aang and friends are just kind of wandering around aimlessly. They kind of have this goal to get to the North Pole so they can both learn waterbending, but they're not really in any big hurry, especially Aang. He's got all these things he wants to do, all these creatures he wants to ride and whatever. So he's looking for the giant koi fish. What, I forgot what they're called, but he wants to ride one of these big fish. And there's a really funny moment where Zuko and Iroh are tracking him, and they're talking about how his movements have been really erratic, and he goes, he's clearly a master of evasive maneuvering. And then it cuts to Aang just being totally lost and like they don't know where they're going. It's great. Also, random side note, the big sea monster in this episode is called an unagi, which I think is an actual Japanese word for a type of eel or something like that, but I can't hear that word without just picturing Ross from Friends going unagi. Another really funny moment is when Aang, like, he was doing this marble trick where he makes the marble spin around really fast for Katara because he's got a crush on Katara and he's trying to impress her, and she just like doesn't care. And then he does it for the kids on the island of Kyoshi, and like they just go nuts. They start screaming. This one girl starts foaming at the mouth and passes out. Like, it's just so ridiculously over the top, but it's hilarious. Another thing that was over the top in an annoying way is Sokka's sexism, like his male chauvinism that they're obviously playing up, like for him to take a hard fall later when he gets beat up by the girl warriors. But it's just like there were like 3 scenes in a row where he's just laying it on so thick and been like, I could have beat up the girls and I'm a strong warrior, man. It's just like, oh, come on, writers. I also found Aang pretty annoying in this episode, but I think that was on purpose too, where he lets his newfound fame kind of go to his head, and he's got all these groupies, which, I mean, I don't know how old these girls were supposed to be. Like, Aang's supposed to be 12, and they seemed much, much younger than him. So what are these, like 6-year-olds or something? Like, I don't know, it was weird. But then by the end of the episode, after the Fire Nation finds out where he is because they've just been so open about, hey, I'm the Avatar and I'm here, like, of course, Zuko finds out where he is and they attack, and all of these innocent people have their village burned, and it's a whole mess. So hopefully Aang now sees a little bit more that he has a responsibility to the world to go learn all of the different bending styles and become the avatar he's supposed to be so that he can save the world from the Fire Nation, instead of doing all of this just wandering around having a good time. But that's all I've got for this episode. Be sure and watch the next one if you're following along with me. Episode 5 is The King of Omashu, another good one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.